Welcome to the Run Your Analysis video tutorial. In this video, you will learn how to review model functions and parameters and run an analysis for your hazard scenario. We will use a pre-made study region for Salt Lake County, Utah, set to model earthquake events for our demonstration. Though it has some similarities to how other hazards are run, each hazard has its own process and analysis menu options that you should explore. As you can see, our study region is open and we are ready to run the earthquake event model and view the results. However, before running the analysis, it is recommended that you review some of the functions and parameters that Hazus will use in calculating the results. To view damage functions, open the Analysis menu and hover over the Damage Functions submenu to reveal the different types of damage functions that Hazus will use in your scenario. Here, you can review and select different damage functions and fragility curves used by Hazus, or you can create a user-defined damage function. While these are here for your reference, it is recommended that you use the default damage function unless you are an advanced user. Changing damage functions in your analysis will affect the thresholds of calculations that Hazus applies to your event's data when you run the model. Return to the Analysis menu and hover over the Parameters submenu to see the list of parameters that govern the study region and scenario. Depending on the hazard, different parameters and functions will be available for exploration. Here, you can view parameters for items such as the hazard itself, debris, casualties, and various economic factors. We will click the Casualties option to explore those parameters. In Hazus, casualty is the collective term for all types of injuries sustained, and it is estimated based on rates per 1,000 persons by building type and damage state in the study region. These parameter values may be edited by the user, and they demonstrate how Hazus calculates casualties for your scenario. Please note that casualty estimates are only available for earthquake and tsunami models. The dialog box displays the parameter values for the number of likely casualties per 1,000 persons given a building's damage state and a person's location inside or outside a structure. Click the Damage State drop-down arrow to view parameter values based on the different building damage states, such as moderate damage, extensive damage, or complete damage. Next, use the In-Out drop-down to view parameter values based on whether a person is inside or outside of buildings in that damaged state. The grid in the center of the dialog box will display the casualty rates broken out according to severity of injury. For each building type, there are probabilities listed for each of the 4 injury severity types. Injury Severity 1 includes injuries requiring basic medical aid, but no hospitalization. Injury Severity 2 includes injuries that require greater care and hospitalization, but are not life-threatening. Injury Severity 3 includes injuries that are life-threatening if not treated quickly. And Injury Severity 4 is for fatalities. Hazus provides defaults based on expert input and published studies, but you can edit these if you have scenario-specific data you would like to include. Once you have explored the casualty parameters, you can use the Collapse Rates tab to view the building collapse rate parameters, or you can click Close to return to the scenario and view other parameters. More information on how damage functions, fragility curves, and loss rates are applied in Hazus are available in the user and technical manuals published in the FEMA library. Once you've reviewed the parameters and functions of your scenario, you are ready to run your model. Open the Analysis menu, then click Run. This will open the Analysis Options dialog where you can select the analyses you'd like Hazus to perform. Depending on how narrow you would like your analysis to be, you can choose as few or as many of these options as you would like. We will select all in order to provide as many results as possible for our study region. A prompt will provide the option to skip generating a contour map. We will click Yes, and then run our analysis by clicking OK. This will take some time to process, as Hazus is now applying your hazard's impact values across your study region and calculating the effects based on the damage functions and model parameters. Once Hazus has run its analyses, a prompt will appear informing you that the model has been successfully run. Click OK and return to the map so you can review and explore the results. Congratulations! In this video, you learned how to review model functions and parameters and run an analysis for a hazard scenario. Look for more Hazus video tutorials on the FEMA YouTube channel.